ChampsTalk, als je knokken niet meer krijgt uit je kop. ChampsTalk, ouwe hoeren zonder rem op de klok. ChampsTalk, voor mijn strijders en mijn vechters pas zinnen. Ga lekker zitten en laten we beginnen met de ChampsTalk.
Champs, what's happening? We're back. Previewing Glory 99. I'm here with Magomed. Assalamu alaikum.
Nice to meet you. Walaikum salam.
Nice to meet you. Momin means believer, if I understood it correctly.
Yeah, it means believer. Yeah. You're the first one who recognizes it. Yeah.
It is Ramadan, so.
Alhamdulillah.
How are the fasts going for you?
Till now, great. Till now, great. This year is easy.
Yeah, it's getting smaller each year as well, right?
Yeah, was it we eat it like 6:30?
Yeah. So we have this really interesting card. There's been a lot of different. I don't know. Have you seen a lot of reactions online? Because when I was browsing, a lot of people had a lot of anger about it.
Yeah, well, like a lot of bad comments about the tournament because they brought in fighters from everywhere. But the thing is, it's logic that they did it because 32 fighters.
Yeah.
What are you gonna summon like 32 fighters?
Yeah.
They're not in Amsterdam, they're not in Rotterdam, so you need to go everywhere, in every corner. You cannot get like 32 of the best fighters. I think it's impossible.
There were some names that I think people were a bit immediately a little bit surprised about. Like, I don't know if Plazibat, we didn't hear from him. There were, people were throwing out Sponge's name. Rosenstrike, even he was getting mentioned a lot. So I was just a bit confused.
Yeah, he got cut, right?
Yeah, he's not in the UFC anymore. So that was interesting. But yeah, I think it sounds like a long-term plan to build up some of these guys who maybe everyone doesn't know at the moment. But the headliner, I say the headliner, but it's just the first one that's in front of me, Jamal and Christian Ristia. It looks like fireworks on paper.
I think it's easy money for Ben Saddik.
Really?
To be honest, yeah, man.
I mean,
people forget Ben Saddik is like what is it? What's his height? Like 2 meters 5, 2 meters 4.
He's a big guy.
That's a big guy. He's a heavy guy. I trained it for years with him. This guy, a kick from him feels like he get hit by a truck.
So you don't think? Do you think it's a?
He's gonna finish him.
Okay.
If betting was halal, I will bet with you, but I'm not betting with you. So.
But to be fair though, at the last event, he did seem a lot more measured. He didn't seem,
Yeah, but that was his ring rust. The guy didn't fight for like 2.5 years. New trainer, game plan, had a lot of shit in the past.
Yeah.
But he still got the knockout. At the end of the day, people only gonna look if you have a W or no.
That's true.
That's true.
Fair enough. Well, I think Aquaman's still going to be entertaining. So let's see.
You think that's Aquaman?
That's what previous commentators used to say. He looks like what's the actor's name again?
I know you were referring to, but I think this is Aquaman for Temu then.
Fair enough. Okay, so Thomas Mosney is obviously an established name.
Yeah.
Sinner Karamian, I don't know if I said his name.
I know him,
right.
I trained with him.
You trained with him?
Yeah.
Again, like I didn't get it, but a lot of people had some, some of the, I think because he trained in, he fought for a different organization. And
K1, yeah.
Yes, the fans seemed to be like, there was mixed feelings.
So there was I think like 2-3 years ago, he had like a big hype.
Right.
The guys from Iran. He had big hype, he won a lot of fights. And after that he got like one hard fight. And then he faked that he was injured in the fight. So he got like hits on the side from here. He said it was in the back of the hand. And then they brought him outside on how do you say it, in brancard or something?
The stretcher?
Stretcher, on a stretcher.
Oh, wow, okay.
And this happened like twice right next to each other. So that's why there are like mixed feelings about him.
Right. If you had to...
But he's entertaining. The guy's entertaining. His press conference is entertaining. His fights are entertaining. You still watch it. So I think it's a good guy for the tournament. I think it's also because Glory's going to sell pay-per-views now. He's great.
Right. And was it fun to spar with him?
We don't kiss and tell.
Fair enough. If you had to make a prediction for this one?
I think Mosney. Yeah.
Fair enough. But the entertainment factor is coming from...
Everybody's going to talk about Sinan, not about Mosney.
Right. And I think we have another entertaining fight coming up. I know of Iraj, did I say his name right? Let me just figure that out. But Azizpur, he was from one championship.
Yeah, he's good, man.
Iraj had fought the. Did he fight quickly? Who was the? I think he's the.
Yeah, he fought quickly, and I think he also knocked him down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was an entertainment fight. Osaro against Adekboye. Yeah, Adekboye is in his downfall right now, and Osaro hits way too hard. So I think Osaro is gonna win. I've seen him training again. I spoke with him like 2 days ago. He's in good spirits. So.
What do you think is the difference in the styles? Like Mike's gym, obviously, we hear that there's very hard sparring. People really go for it, and Adekboye and that sort of camp is maybe a bit more movement. That's just the way it comes across. I could be wrong.
So I think the team of Adekboye, the team of Rico Verhoeven, they focus on winning. Mike's gym focus on entertaining and fighting. There's a big difference. And for how long can he make points, move away against a guy who's like 130 kilos, who, if he accelerates, he's fast.
Yeah.
There's a thing he tricks everybody with, also with sparring. He's very lazy. He's a very lazy guy, Osaro. Also, when you hear him speak, takes way too long to make a sentence. But when he accelerates, like motherfucker, you move like a light heavyweight. You're fast like a light heavyweight. So that's the difference with Osaro. And I hope he has the guest thing this time to finish him and then go further on in the tournament and win the tournament.
Mindset-wise, what do you need to have like to be entertaining like that? Because obviously you're taking more risks, right? Like if you point, you stay away. Maybe you can stay away from danger. But to be the entertaining guy, you need to be willing to go out on your shield.
It's all or nothing, man. That's the mindset.
Right.
It's all or nothing. That has always been my mindset. Or well, win spectacularly or go back or down. It's one of the two, but never regret. Yes.
Are there any names that you think should be on this list that have not been yet? Like there were names that people just were gunning for, but maybe they haven't.
Plazibat.
Exactly.
But I think he's injured.
Right.
Still. I think Tyron Spong was like flirting with coming back to glory. That would be great. Yeah. But I heard after this, so after the 5th of April, there will be like another bracket with heavyweights. So who knows? Yeah. No, babe, he's signed to Karate Combat right now.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. I don't know if it's official, but
yeah, I heard some rumors. But maybe Plazibat's coming in the next bracket. Maybe I'm coming in the next bracket. We will see.
Really, you're gonna?
Who knows? We never know.
But is that a natural weight, or would you have to put on weight, or?
I think I need to eat some more burgers and pizza and things like that. No, I'm not a natural big heavyweight. I think I'm a big light heavyweight at the moment. I'm like around 104, 105. But I spoke with Gökhan Saki and he told me this is the best weight for you to compete against these guys because you're way faster. You can anticipate on these guys, but just don't get hit. So that's it.
And
easy, right?
In sparring with heavyweights, like. When you are sparring guys who are maybe bigger than you and you know that they hit hard.
I enjoy sparring heavyweights, to be honest, because they're way slower. The high risk reward is also there. But I enjoy sparring heavyweights because I am strong. I feel I'm strong. I can lift heavy weights. I also have an MMA background, so the moment I spar with them, they get too close, I just pull them, throw them down on the ground. But I enjoy sparring heavyweights more than light heavyweights, to be honest.
We're gonna come on to MMA. I'm curious about this. If you could pick some guys if you could have some heavyweights from other organizations, from other worlds, to try kickboxing, and who might be at this level. Well, okay, maybe not at this level, but
as heavyweight.
At heavyweight, who would you pick?
I want to see Francis Ngannou kill some people.
Yes.
Jairzinho Rozenstruik, he was also a good kickboxer. Serogan was a Muay Thai fighter. I think he's also entertainment to watch.
But it is a good point, actually. What about so you could have other kickboxers, some boxers, if you could teach them to kick, for example, because we have some kickboxers who mainly rely on their
I think Roma Kriklia, it will be entertainment. I think bring back Kuto Innocent also a great fighter. Maybe Kukansaki one last fight. Maybe Tom Aspinall.
Yeah.
Maybe Tom Aspinall because he trains with Rico Verhoeven for a few years right now. But let's see in boxing.
What's his name? The Ukrainian guy, the Ukrainian champ used to be a kickboxer as well. The Klitschko brothers.
Yeah, they
One of
used to
the
be kickboxers also,
yeah.
but these guys are retired. Joshua, he flirted with the idea of fighting Badrari.
Really?
A few years ago, yeah. So maybe Anthony Joshua.
In all of this, so we've got this. Okay, so you've told me there's another heavyweight bracket coming up. Hopefully, we're going to see you there. We're going to see some other exciting names. We've got the guys currently fighting. You've given your picks.
Yep.
The big factor in all of this is always going to be where's Rico. I mean, is he attending? I'm not quite clear on this yet.
I think he's choosing for the safe route, to be honest. Everybody was saying for years, why don't you participate in a tournament? He did it once, he won. I think he got the easy way out. He got the right bracket, was the easy way out. So he has that on his resume. He can brag about it. I did it once and I won. So why should he take the risk again and lose everything he built up to this moment? So I think the safe route for him is to defend his title maybe once or twice this year and then maybe stop.
You don't think he'll fight Francis or do some other big fights in the meantime or something like this?
Why should he? He's not bringing the eyeballs.
Right.
And Francis alone is also not bringing the eyeballs, because if you just look at women lie, men lie, numbers don't lie. Yeah. Look at the numbers. Look at the pay-per-view numbers of Francis Ngannou at PFL.
They didn't.
Were not many. Yeah. Look at the pay-per-view numbers of Rico Verhoeven. They're not many. They both need a dance partner.
Right.
And I don't think they can do a fight here in Rotterdam Ahoy. Maybe that's possible, but I don't think Francis Ngannou is going to come for less than 10 million to fight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So why should they make that fight? I don't think it's. If it happens, I will be happy. I will be happy for Rico, because why should I hate on somebody on making money? It will be great for him. It will be great for his kids, but I don't think that the fight will happen, to be honest.
Do you see any? Do you see that there's like a trend of some of the guys who start off kickboxing and they shift to MMA? If you see any guys within Glory at the moment or within the other kickboxing organizations, do you think that their style matches more with MMA striking than it does with kickboxing? Is there anyone that comes to mind?
Yeah, Tian de Vries. He's a great star for MMA.
Yeah.
Tian de Vries is a great star for MMA.
Wider base, a bit more like with the side kicks and that kind of thing.
Yeah, and if he hits you, you're going down.
Right.
So I think his style for MMA is great. Because when I did MMA, I fought the same way as he does kickboxing, but I think it's too risky to fight, to strike like that in kickboxing. I think like Osaro, he should go boxing.
Right.
He should just try go and box. He has a perfect style for boxing.
No.
He's also a true boxer. When did we see him throw a kick?
Yeah.
So for him, it would be great to go to boxing.
He does that thing where he kind of like, I think he steps into his left or his right, or he moves his feet at the same time, which makes the rhythm, I don't know how to describe it.
Sometimes he switches also stances, that's the thing.
Right.
He switches stances, then he brings his left hand with him.
Right.
That's the thing, that's what I said. If he accelerates, the guy's freaking fast.
Did you watch Pereira versus Ankalaev?
Yes, I always watch in the morning.
Right.
Right after I wake up, no spoilers, go to the toilet, take my shit, and then watch the fights.
They watch the fights. So no Instagram, no scrolling.
No Instagram. I made this mistake like a few years ago. Lost some friends because of this, because I shouted, I screamed, like, motherfucker, what did you do? So I have like a ritual. When there's a big fight, I go to the toilet, boom.
Then you go straight.
It usually takes like 20, 30 minutes, so that's great.
Well, what do you do though if like during your time in the toilet, there's a fire prelim or something like that?
No, I just watched the main event first.
All right, okay.
And then maybe first the co-main event, depends who was fighting. So now I watched like Just Engage first.
Yeah.
Entertainment fight, was a great fight. And then Pereira, but I kind of predicted, because we have a group chat and people say, yeah, but Pereira's gonna kill him, blah, blah, blah. I said, no, I think he's too awkward. Yeah. He's too awkward. Big Ank is too awkward. Yeah. He's too awkward, and he showed it. The thing what Pereira did great was his takedown defense was incredible.
Brilliant.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Because almost every fight he got taken down.
Yeah.
But the thing he didn't do great was his offense. He had no great offense. But you saw it also in his eyes in the fight.
He didn't
look focused.
He didn't look like he wanted to be there in a weird way.
It looked like he was the guy who had Ramadan. He was fasting. Yeah.
But Ankalaev also controlled the jab hand. He pressured. He kept moving towards Pereira the whole time. And we haven't seen, maybe apart from like Vakitov, when he was fighting in Glory, him getting pressured like that. So it was quite weird to see.
Yeah, and he couldn't hit him.
Yeah.
That was the thing with Pereira. Because in the beginning of the rounds, I was watching the fight. I think, oh shit, maybe the leg kicks gonna add up, but they didn't add up.
No.
He kept pressuring. I think the end of the second round, he tagged him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he almost knocked him out. And then there were some few boring moments, but he did everything enough to win.
So the fans, you saw a lot of people in the fans saying stuff like it was a robbery and
no, it was not. It was not
Right.
a robbery. It was not a robbery. It was not a robbery. I think it was 4-1.
Yeah.
I think it was 4-1. He won 4 rounds, and let's be maybe 3-2.
I thought 3-2.
3-2, but I thought 4-1 because he controlled him.
Yeah.
He controlled him for a few minutes.
I'm not gonna lie. I think that Alex has just been too busy. I think he's been too busy. I think he's had a lot of media stuff going on as well. And how much can you consistently keep yourself?
I think he needs to improve himself again. Right. He needs to go to the next step because at the level he was, he beat all those guys. But then there's this other guy in the mountains waiting for his opportunity, watching your fights like 24/7. He saw your fight for 4 times. He fought 4 times, meanwhile, while he was waiting. And this guy is just hungry. This guy's hungry, and then we had some trash talk about voodoo, and the other guy said, yeah, praying 5 times a day is better than voodoo, and he showed it that it worked, that it worked. But I'll hope on a rematch.
I just really wanted to ask this, and I think after this we can turn it out. Basically, it's Ramadan. I'm also Muslim, and I think it's important that during this month and in general, people like yourself, fighters, people who have influence, when you, for example, if you're training with people who've never heard about Islam before, stuff like that, is there anything that you'd like to, like, what does Islam mean to you in terms of as a way of life? How do you, if you incorporate it into training in any way, just the philosophy behind it?
There's a lot of philosophy behind it, a lot. Like if somebody's like a non-believer, if they ask me what's Islam, Islam is my way of life.
Yeah.
I think I get a lot of motivation out of Islam. Let's say when I train with buddies, like in the afternoon, and they say, yeah, I'm thirsty, I'm tired. Then I say, they won wars in the Ramadan while fasting. Yeah. Who are we? Who are we? They won wars in Ramadan. So who are we? Like great wars also. So it's like it's a motivation, it's a way of life. Because if you look at the rule set, of Islam, they made it to keep you like at 100%, to get the best out of yourself.
Yeah.
It's not like the rule set is bad for your mental health, for your physical health, for your family, for the people around you. Everything is even in war. If he turns around, I'm not allowed to shoot him.
Yeah.
If I take him in prison, I need to take care of him.
Exactly.
I need even to take care of my neighbors.
Yeah.
So Islam is like it's a beautiful religion.
And for people who've never had a concept of, say, prayer, do you get a sense of peace? I know I do. Do you feel like a sense of peace, a sense of reflection when you do that?
A lot of peace, a lot of reflection, and you go also down to earth. Every time I step into the mosque, I don't think about anything else. I forgot everything. I'm in the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I forget everything. And I think it's great to pray. If a lot of guys, what do? They do like meditating and everything. Even my watch says it's time to meditate.
Thank you so much.
You too, man.
Jazakallah.
Nice to meet you.
ChampsTalk, als je knokken niet meer krijgt uit je kop. ChampsTalk, ouwe hoeren zonder rem op de klok. ChampsTalk, voor mijn strijders en mijn vechters pas zinnen. Ga lekker zitten en laten we beginnen met de ChampsTalk.